Ah! Hello! Hello, Kira. Hello, Bear. Gosh, it's been ages. How are we all doing? We doing well? Excited for this nice, normal stream. It's going to be nice and normal. Just the most... You've never seen so much normality. Swoosh! Would you look at that? It's the Aces of Eternities. It's been literal hours! Hours, I say! About 7 of them. Hey. But how's it going anyway? A lot can happen in 7 hours. Also, nothing can happen in 7 hours, but that's down to the fates. That's not ours to decide. But yeah. We're back to the Phoenix Wright's Aces of Eternities. We have completed the base game, effectively. However, there was an additional case added to subsequent versions of the game, or as DLC or something like that. Not entirely sure, but the sort of main story had its ending. We saw the credits, all that sort of stuff. So we're now just doing a bonus story, which is apparently really quite long. So we're gonna see how that goes. 'Cause why not? Why not? We know nothing about it. Well, I know nothing about it. We have yet to start it. It now begins. Although I think it's got something to do with the mascot in the police station. That's all I know. Boom, 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 boom. Cityscape. Exciting. Dynamic. Thunder. Lightning. Sword. Knife. Animation. Oh, okay. Interesting. Double murder. You know too much about it. Whoosh! Smash! Shatter! That thing! Alright. It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. Classic. I've had offers, but none I took. I'm getting all hoity-toity now, but none I took. That is, until the day that girl showed up. Maya went off to be under a waterfall. February 22nd, I can speak. 10:02 a.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Why do I come into the office every day? It's not like I want to work. Mood. It was a girl, right? Voice. I forgot about voices. Got to do voices. But we'll wait and see. So there you are, finally. There we go. Okay, right. I don't know. Use Maya voice. Where have you been? You are replacement Maya, okay? My sister's trial is tomorrow. Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am. It only matters who you are. The famous defense attorney, Mia Fey. Well, this is going well so far. Phoenix, why are you a lawyer? Oh, you're not Mia Fey, are you? I'm sorry, but Ms. Mia Fey is no longer works here. So you are the coffee boy? I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. Right. Wait, you're the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case? Yeah, that's correct. Wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though. That's a relief, then. You're better than nobody. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. But you are Phoenix Wright, right? No, just one Wright. The undefeated defense attorney? Look, I'm not accepting new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Please! I'm out of time! She's as dumb as you. It's fine. Oh dear. Either we'll cancel each other out or there'll be like a feedback loop and everything will get destroyed. But please, you have to help. It's my sister. Whoosh. Yeah, flashes. Hmm? Maya, could it be? You can use another voice too if you want, but she's going to be around a while. Yeah, I'll stick with, unless Maya's going to come back, which might get confusing. I need to learn how to do that kind of tone of voice, but with different accents. I don't know why I just automatically go for the kind of American kind of voice. Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you so much. My name's Ema? Is it Ema or Emma? EMA. I'm gonna go with Emma. Emma Sky. I'm a scientific investigator. Scientific investigator? Not scientist? Emma, okay, right. We'll go with Emma. Seems reasonable. Well, let's see what's going on in our office. Looks like it's cleaning day at the hotel across the way. I hear they're planning a second branch outside the city. Egads! The bellboy was staring right at me. Freaky. Always thought of her as Emma anyway. It's a written game, and as a consequence, there are no right or wrong pronunciations. Mia's plant, Chalet. I've been taking care of him in Maya's absence. Anything to say? Have you found out what this film's for? Oh, there's a poster of the Steel Samurai on the wall. Maya stuck it up here on the day that she left. Didn't have the heart to take it down. Hi. Do sometimes get strange looks from the clients, though. Is that a strange look? Mia's desk. I sit here even less now that I've stopped taking cases. I ought to at least dust it off once in a while. Difficult-looking legal books stand in a formidable row. They mock me. I tried reading one and it made my head hurt. When I closed it, it slipped out of my hand. Then my foot hurt too. You said that last time. Did you do it again? I would imagine you did it again. Right, let's have a chat. Emma. Emma, was it? So you're a scientific investigator? Yes, that's right. Is something wrong? No, it's just you seem kind of jumpy, or maybe just young. Young? I'll be 16 years old this year. 15. You're very tall. Oh, I see. Wait, only 16? A strange client, at least. Hi, Ragdoll. I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. My work is becoming quite well known, at my age, no less. So what exactly is your current position, then? Well, legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader. But I'm ready to do my job, at my age, no less. Great, another future professional in training. He absolutely did it again, and you can't be convinced otherwise. The case. So, what's this about a case? You said the trial's tomorrow? My sister didn't do it! She wouldn't stab someone with a knife! She wouldn't! So it's a murder case. I don't care if there was a witness who saw her do it, she didn't do it! I know she didn't do it! It's a scientific fact! And there's a witness. Just talk to her! You have to talk to her! Right? I suppose I will. I promised her I'd bring Mia Fey, but... That's interesting. How would she know Mia? Scientific investigator. So, you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up, then? Excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know. Still, it's good to have a goal, albeit a very unusual one. I believe investigations should be done scientifically. Don't you? Yeah. Sure can't fault her for a lack of enthusiasm. If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared. Your sister? I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done. I'm looking forward to it. Guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister. Relation to Mia. My sister asked for Mia specifically. This Mia Fey person was a few years below her in school. Ah, so they went to the same school, huh? She always told me to go to Mia if I needed a defense attorney. as people often do, you know? The number of times I've been recommended defense attorneys, just in case. And, well, I need one. Hi, miss. This person barged into our office and demanded Mia, who's dead. How's Mies? Is Mies doing well? Feeling a little bit better, maybe, hopefully? Incidentally, Mia's a woman. Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's. Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her. But she's my only family. Your only family? What about your parents? They died in a car accident when I was little. Oh, I'm sorry. Shake my hand enough and you'll get Mia. Maya's not here. Maya's under a waterfall somewhere. Another 16-year-old. 15-year-old. 16 this year. Right, cool. Well, let's prove that we're an attorney. See this? It's my attorney's badge. Ah, well, I've never seen a real one before. You're the first one who's actually been interested in mine, believe me. Its composition is mostly silver. The gold plating is flaking a bit. She analyzed it. Scientifically. It doesn't appear to be any corrosion due to sulfides. I'd give you $50 for it. Sorry, but it's not for sale. Yet. Looks like a Pokemon trainer. She does rather, doesn't she? Phoenix's job isn't lawyer, it's babysitter. Yes. Right. Hey Theo, how you doing? February 22nd, detention center visitor's room. I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She's gone quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. This is the sister, presumably? We'll leave the voice till we see the character. God, I thought I told you didn't want visitors. How does Theo sound? I think it's the first time Theo's spoken. Oh, it's God outside, right? That's all right then. Sorry, babe. It's just your sister. No excuses. Did you not want to raise this year, huh? I understood, ma'am. What was all that about? Australian. Okay. I will not attempt that accent. Because you will hit me with a shoe. You're facing the wrong way. Hi, Lana. Austere? Are you posh, maybe? Are you posh American? How's posh American work? I don't know. Just a kind of... I don't know, something like this. It's kind of close to Mia, actually. Maybe a bit, we'll go. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing. Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Hello! Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Oh, you know me. Hey, how do you know me? Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. I'm sorry. What exactly is it that you do? My name is Lana. Lana Sky. I'm chief prosecutor for this district. You're a prosecutor? You look like you're in the military. 2 sisters. What a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Emma, Lana. I mean, they're just like... Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Yes. We haven't asked Theo how he is. This guard monitors the visitor's room. He's frozen in fear of the frigid Miss Lana. Feeling a bit chilly myself. Frigid! Smile for the camera. Right, the case. There's something you should know from the start. Which is? The suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Huh? Wait, but the suspect is... me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright? Well, wouldn't be the first time one of my clients has said they did it. Why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? Case closed. Boom! This was the shortest chapter yet. The crime took place yesterday, February the 21st at 5:15 p.m. That's quite specific. It was in the witness's deposition. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. That was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. The prosecutor's office, huh? In your subordinate's car trunk? Classy. I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed, as it were. Well, that's just great. Totally buried the lead when you said this case is long. The victim. So who was the victim? An investigator with the police department. Not Gumtree, was it? I suppose the correct term is a detective. A detective? Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. By you? Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? Uh-oh. What, Mr. Wright? What does it mean? Well, it means the police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so. This case gets worse and worse with everything I learn. Lana, so, you're the chief prosecutor. That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Were you the chief prosecutor when Karma was a prosecutor? Because you did a crap job there, didn't you? Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell. Medieval torture time, alright? I should dress like a 19th century general, because this is a Japanese game. And they're like that. I like to give their characters fun outfits. That's an awfully large nutshell. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. Huh? In fact, it seems impossible. You wouldn't. You have a bandaged hand. That won't come up again, I'm sure. Lana? What happened to your hand? That was quick. Bloody hell. Oh, this? I cut myself by accident. When I stabbed him, that is. Huh? I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. How am I supposed to defend this? Time to change the subject. Wait, she was in the same class ahead of there. She was in the class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? Relation to Mia. Clue! Emma pays attention too sometimes. Nice. You were in school with Mia, correct? A few years above her? Emma told you that too, did she? Well, why not? I didn't drag him all the way here from his office. Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia. Hey! It was in law school. I was in my third year. She was auditing the class. She was different than the other students. Different? She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. That was probably why she was attracted to me. Excuse me? Intellectually attracted. Lana was top of her class in school. I was the best there was. Oh. Still. I'm doing pretty good in school too, by the way. That sounds a bit different when Emma says it. Well, Mr. Wright? Excuse me? As you can plainly see, I am admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say there is no way you can take this case. None. Well, you said I was very different from Mia, and I'm very different in one way, and that is that I'm an idiot. So... But Lana! Why? Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. I know you didn't do it, Lana, I know. So how can you say you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana. Wow, he's in the middle of something right here. Huh? Mr. Wright? You're sitting backwards on that chair. Yes? I believe our discussion here is ended. The rest, I leave to you. You mean you're requesting my services as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed, after all. The case is over. That's what therapy's for, get it? Right. I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Lana has confessed to the crime, yes. But something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. Her glasses need to be bigger. There's something else going on here, and I'm gonna find out what. See, we're an idiot. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. About what? My sister. She's not always like this, you know. I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again. Another one who confessed. She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everybody liked her. I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that. What happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe she... Well, maybe not. Sounds like there's something that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check out this underground parking of the prosecutor's office, shall we? Okay! Oh, she does the same determined faces. Maya, that's cute. Anything else to talk about? No? We don't have any new evidence? Right, cool, let's go. Underground parking lot. Or car park, as I'd call it. February 22nd, prosecutor's office underground parking lot. So, this is the lot where it all happened. Looks like they're still investigating. Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. Hey everyone, keep up the good work. Hey, what are you thinking? Well, they are going to be my co-workers in 3 years from now, after all. No harm in saying hello. Actually, there is. You know attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes? Are we not? Bloody hell, we're in trouble. Trying not to stand out too much here, see? Gumshoe? Hey there! You expect her to go unnoticed there, partner? Probably gonna go with that. A partner? Oh no, you're different. Hello. What's going on? What? Suddenly a cowboy. Trash son? Might be a trash son. Voice. I don't know, cowboy voice. Mayhaps. What do we... No, that's not gonna go goofy again. Yeehaw. Just kind of lore, what do we have here? Looks like a bambina got loose from the ranch and is up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner. You are wearing a suit under that, okay. Mr. Marshall! Who is this guy? You hate him. Marshall looks more like a sheriff to me. Look here, Bambina. I know how you feel. But this is my gang's gold strike, see? Strike? And this is our claim, our territory, with a mother load of evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams the cacti out in the desert dream? You wanna? What is this guy talking about? You head along home now. Happy trails, Bambina. Trash son indeed. Was that a hombre, a friend of yours? Kind of, sort of. Yeah, he's a detective. who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems. Well then, that happened. Okay, let's do a bit of examining, I suppose. This is where the cars leave the lot. The arrow on the ground makes it look more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Well, maybe it's both. Kind of dual purpose. Aha! The theory of relativity. What? I've got to write this down. Hey, Mr. Wright. Maybe, was Mr. Relativity German or was he British? Mr. Relativity? Are you sure that was his name? We're all idiots here. Knew this would be a normal stream. Imagine what this looks like for the version of the game set in Japan instead of California. Yeah. Right. Lights. No lights. What's this? Evidence. What's this? A wallet? Excuse me, officer. Wait! What are you doing, Mr. Wright? Well, what am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police. I don't believe it! This is real basic. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket. How is that scientific? Sounds like theft to me. Yeah, like I've had an issue with that so far. Wallet. The foldable wallet found at the crime scene. There seems to be something inside. Hastily stuffed into the pocket. There was a thief too, good. I'm called to duty already, and at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay? By the way her eyes are sparkling, I can tell she's been waiting for this. Okay now. Look at the court record. Flip. She's Maya 2.0. You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Oh, we got a 3D thing. Neat. Now, let's start examining from every angle. Okay. Oh, look! I think there might be a clue here. You should check it out with the press of enter. Blink. Oh, it looks nice. This is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID number 5842189. See? Well, isn't scientific investigation useful? I guess. But I don't see what science has to do with it. This girl has a Clefairy as a heavy hitter. They did it specifically for the dual screen systems. I see. Goodman's ID, an investigator's ID card found at the prosecutor's office crime scene, ID number 5842189. Goodman's ID added to the court record. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. Guess I've got to be on my toes from now on. Alright, well, door, exit. Look, a door! This must mean something. Not sure that doors mean anything. No, it won't open. A mysterious lock. Fine,
it's frozen. I can't open it.
The street is still overrun with bees, Gromit. They won't let me out the door.
Bees! Nah, it's fine. It's already a step up from when we didn't look at the other side of the receipt in one case. That is a good point. I failed to see what's mysterious.
I'm stuck in front of a door. The lock works with cards. I already have 3, but I seem to need 4.
Yes. Well, scientifically speaking, that means we need 1 more. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Let's finish our investigation first, shall we?
How'd you guess? It's locked by a chain.
There's no chain there, Edward, but thank you. Aha!
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Hide it under some seaweed. No, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under some seaweed. No, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under some seaweed. No, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
A ladder! This is us for being sorry for being a disappointment. Let it shine. That's a step ladder. What's the difference? In scientific terms, please. Scientific, huh? Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright.
How'd you guess? It's locked by a chain.
It's still not locked by a chain, Edward. I don't know how many times I need to tell you, but it isn't. This all seems so horribly familiar somehow. Phone. Here, a phone! Let's see if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching.
It won't open.
Won't open. I can't hear anything. My ears! No, my ears! Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure. What is she babbling about? Hey, what did you just say? See, you can hear me just fine. The phone's broken. Broken phone, huh? Look, a stylish glass-walled room. Very nice. You can see the whole parking lot from in there.
Can we get Maya back? Please?
No, it simply wouldn't be scientific. It says security. Perhaps it's a cafe. Huh? Cafe security. Yeah, that must be it. Let's check it out later. Hate to break it to you, but I think that's probably just a security guard office. You know, I scored a 97 on my science test the other day. Too bad they didn't have a test for common sense. Wow. If Phoenix is saying that about you, you got problems. It's over here. This wall is in our way. It's got a faucet for water. Wait, I know. This wall is merely a facade, hiding the truth. This is no wall, but a water tank. I fail to see how it makes any difference either way. Barrels? An oil drum. Looks like it's filled with water, so it's a water drum. It's heavy. I can't even budge it. The drum over here is on its side. Wait, I know. I'll hide in here and do a stakeout. I think you'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested. What? I'm not suspicious. Exhausting. Right, well. Oh, slide. Aha! This is more. Always forget to slide. Well, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is. You would just spent a decent amount of time looking at a wall, trying to convince yourself that it was actually a water tank, and then you said there's no time to lose. Anyway.
Well, partner, looks like you got no intention of going home quietly.
The sheriff.
Like I said before, this here's our claim. You'd best be moseying along, unless you're fixing to bite the bullet.
Ah, scary. Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car? Sorry, I just noticed something in the background.
Well, little filly's got a good nose on her. Want to know who rides that red Mustang with a body in her saddle?
Please.
No problem, partner. About time for victuals anyway.
Victuals? Victual. I don't know what victuals is. His wig is very distracting. Looks like a hood, actually.
Get yourself to the saloon up on 12th floor of the prospector's office. Might just find you a cerveza you like.
Prospector's office? Where does this guy think he is? And when, for that matter? Note to self, look up Vittles Saloon Cerveza. Maybe we should check out room 1202, the High Prosecutor's office. Vittles is just like food. Ah, okay. Didn't know that.
In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like, just keep your paws off our claim.
Right, great. Great! Maybe there are some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out. Excuse me. You two all set? Us? Oh, that's someone else. What's this? She couldn't be. You're selling lunches? Here? This is a crime scene. Voice. Hello. Half and half, was it? No, thanks. Have you, sir? Yes. Some crunchy goodness coming at you. I can read. Thanks. Interesting way of doing business. Well, we found the food. We found the victuals. This area is off limits to anyone without clearance, especially passers-by. Or are you officers? No, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance. Well, it's hardly a way to greet someone. Even if my days as cough-up queen are over. What is happening? Cough-up? What? You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch. What is going on? I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned into my eyes, you might say. Yes, all the sordid secrets. Right, witness. Secrets? Dear me, you are a slow one, aren't you? Whew. There's a lot more frames of animation here. You hate everyone. I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective. What? A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, cough up, queen. Oh, sorry, that's me. I was imitating your voice, hope you don't mind. Please, cough up, queen, whatever the hell that means. Tell us what happened. Angel, huh? The name's Angel Star, don't you go forgetting it. Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. Yes, ma'am. Yipes, she means it. Yipes. I never know how to read yipes. There we are. Well, let's have a chat, I guess. The case. Somehow I knew. Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon. Destiny? Was yesterday special for some reason? You're a defense attorney, right? You should know it then. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of iniquity. Evil ones? Prosecutors. They have no qualms at all about blackening the name of innocence. And yesterday, they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce. So, she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors' convention yesterday. I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil? Is this warming up to Edgeworth, sister? Okay. More Edgeworth fam. Young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen. Ew. She's 15, by the way. The most heinous of all the evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Really? Really what? I'm totally confused. I'm with you, Phoenix. One thing's clear, this lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. What you witnessed. So, what exactly was it that you witnessed, Ms. Starr? It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Lana Skye wield that knife so. Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? What's hanging around her neck? Used tampon. Ah. No. The sound of silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears. Split hot dog. Yes, we'll go with that. It's what they call little Savaloy. It's a Savaloy. And the rhythmic beat of Lana Sky's knife. Wait a second. You know Lana Sky? Of course. Oh, it's quite a feat, becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder? This reminds me of Tem. This is Tem. Tem box. Tem fresh. She always travels light. Now, why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? Angle. Could we actually ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Star? I come here every day to sell lunches. I imported the freshest and best from the Far East. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here. Yeah, that line had to be changed, I imagine. But at least they made it, made this make sense. Rather than calling it a donut hat. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No? Only true connoisseurs can understand. There. That's horrible. The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General So's Trilobite lunch set. Never mind, you win. Don't even want to appreciate part of a Trilobite's flavor. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. I have a boyfriend, you know. Your boyfriend? See the security room over there? The glass-walled booth? I thought that was a cafe. I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him. Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance. So, to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Ms. Star, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Useful analysis. Not. Prosecutor's office. Did you have a bad experience with the prosecutor, Ms. Star? I sense some hostility. Hostility? Perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like a 10-day-old clams in the chowder, or the Savaloy around my neck. I wonder if Ms. Star was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past. You don't say, Phoenix. That'd be a sure cause of food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking cough up, Queen. Thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. Interesting. Hi. Do I show you things? I don't really want to show you things. Can we check this? Is there anything interesting in it? Blurry things. It's a weird angle that I had to do that from. Name and ID number written here, Sergeant Bruce Goodman. Wonder why they only use numbers for IDs. What else would they use? Letters, silly! They're the reason we have a written language in the first place. True. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID Yabadab. See, wouldn't that be better? Yabadab. But it does have a certain ring to it. Exactly my point. Doesn't take much to amuse her. Emma being useful there. Can I examine my badge? I can! Look, it's our badge. There it is, it's got a screw. Oh, I have a number. So this is what the back of the badge looks like. And I always thought it had a safety pin. Each badge has a number carved into it. That way you can tell which attorney it belongs to. You mean you couldn't lend your badge to anyone? No, I'd be found out right away. Well, that's no fun. Okay. Can zoom in. Zoom in. Zoom out. Dun, 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 dun. Anyway. Well. Yep, doors. Doors are a thing. We know doors are a thing. I can't slide anymore. I can't go back. I can't show you the funny outline. They did like one of those chalk outlines on the floor, but instead it's like made out of plastic or something, and it's just sort of flopping out the back of the car. But we missed it. Right, well, I guess I can present you stuff, maybe, see what happens. I'm an attorney, but I'm a defense one. You like those, right? A defense attorney must be able to fight. How about you? Do you think you can win? How about tackling Lunchland's Pickle Supreme lunchbox? Wow, it's really crunchy. She went right in there, bloody hell. Box of pickles? Kind of a sad lunch, if you ask me. Goodman's ID. About this card. Lunchland vendors only accept cash, no cards. Especially not a card belonging to someone else. No, this isn't a credit card. It's an ID card. Belongs to a detective. And you're showing this to me, the lunch lady. Why? That's like showing a fine honeyed ham to a detective. Why do I always feel like I'm being mocked? Probably because you are. Probably rightly. Shut up, Phoenix. Pickles are great. Yeah, but just pickles? Also, I don't like pickles. But it's a texture thing. Well, we're done with you, I guess. The High Prosecutor's Office. Let's go there. Fancy. Is that Edgeworth's? February 22nd, High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. Covers long boys here. This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really. Thanks. Look! There's a trophy or something here. A trophy? What, that shield? Takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk. Cool. Phoenix, right, is this Edgeworth? Never tired of prying into other people's business, do you? That voice! There's the lad. I knew from the cravat. Long time no see, Edgeworth. Huh? Ah! Mr. Edgeworth! Huh? You know him from somewhere? It's Edgeworth, he's got a Steel Samurai figurine. Of course, I'm his biggest fan! Oh, God. Oh, no. Right. My sister introduced us once, and... Right, her sister is the chief prosecutor, after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No, did I? No. I was just... Mr. Wright here, he... Hey, don't blame me. We were just here to investigate a murder case. Murder? A body was found in this nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot. That would be my car. What of it? What? Your car? I'll say one thing, she certainly can scream. I can't, so... I'm doing the best I can. Well, she's all yours, Edgy. She's scientific. You'll have a company. Bye! Right, well, let's have a nosy around your office. Mr. Edgeworth has such a comfy sofa. Sofas like this make me want to curl up and take a nap. I bet he pores over his case files here until the wee hours of the morning. And then he takes off his jacket, rolls up his sleeves, and goes to sleep using his arms as a pillow. I don't believe it. She's actually daydreaming about Edgeworth working. I bet in the morning he has sofa hair and little creases in his cheek from the seams. He's so cool. Sofa hair is cool? Batting -1,000. I've been wondering, what the heck's this? It has a big K on it. Prosecutors. Huh? What was that? Yeah, it's the King of Prosecutors trophy. King of Prosecutors? It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What, so? So that K, that's... K stands for... King! Yeah, you got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors. Kind of like Employee of the Month, only better. Emma, this is our husband. Phoenix knows all about Edgeworth taking his clothes off on that sofa. King of Prosecutors trophy, given to Edgeworth, King of Prosecutors, at the PD on the day of the murder. PD, Prosecutors Department. I guess. Take a look at it again. So that's the King of Prosecutors shield, huh? Well done, Edgeworth. You must be proud to be King of Prosecutors. Congratulations, King of Prosecutors. Please stop saying that. Still doesn't explain one thing. Why is the tip of this shield broken off? I thought that was just the design, but fancy clothes. Wow, this jacket's even lacier than his usual ones. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket, right. I've never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture. She's getting way too excited about this. Don't be naughty with my husband, please. My, what an amazing bouquet. Just right for Mr. Edgeworth. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead, Wendy. Wendy? I've heard that name somewhere before. And beside it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one. Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place. Wendy. Wendy? Is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiance? No, I am. Oh, it's her. Oh god, it's her. I don't think so. A work desk. It's quite tidy, as one might expect. What a nice desk. Easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection. Oh, hi. And ghosts are appearing. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Excellent question. Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir. Don't. He'll sue you. Whoa! What a view! It must be nice to have an office on the 12th floor. I guess you would feel important? Incidentally, were you to jump out of this window, the time until impact with the ground would be... Got it! Approximately 3.23 seconds. That's handy to know. Ooh, cute! What a pretty tea set. I go more for the instant tea bags myself. Amazing! The drawer below is filled with packets of tea leaves. They're all sorted by place of origin and flavor. Look at this royal blend! What an exquisitely splendid concoction! There's such a thing as taking a hobby too far. What do you mean? People like tea. Chess. Hey, a chessboard! I'm not too up on my chess, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot. The red knights have surrounded the blue pawn. Huh? Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out that poor pawn. His head is kind of spiky. Kind of reminds me of you. Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Edges. Surrounding a pawn with spiky hair. There's nothing. Ladder. Whoa! These are all case files? They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder. Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights. He must have someone to get them for him. Hi, Gumshoe. How you doing? Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? He must study these case reports so closely. He's so cool. You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. Cough, fanfic, cough, cough. Oh, was it the one? Okay, Gumshoe was polishing the desk and going up the ladder. I get it. Case reports. I think we're done investigating hubby's room. So, is there something I missed? Right. A little chat, Edgy. So, the body was found in your car. Go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, don't you? After you went through all that trouble to help me last year, no less. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait, no, she didn't. She didn't do that. I mean, wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister, then? Yes, sir. Emma Sky. It's nice to meet you again. Now, that didn't sound forced at all. That's supposed to sound forced, okay. Ah, now I remember. You've really grown. I'll admit it was a surprise for me, too, to think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprising still, I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt. I can understand. Wait, what do you say? Lana Sky is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. You? Mr. Edgeworth? Saw that coming. To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? No? Miles Edgeworth. Big hands. Hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, snoring in bed, you name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident. What? That's crazy. Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life. Impossible to stop. But some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys? That bronze shield? Gotta be a story behind that one. Lana Sky. Chief Prosecutor Sky? Yes, we first worked together on a case 20 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago. Oh, no, 2 years? Did I read 20 years? It's fine, don't worry about it. I was thinking 20 years was a long time. 2 years ago, I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know that she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then, why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. You have a knife? What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? 20 years ago when they were actual infants. Yes, don't worry about me, I'm fine. To be specific, it was the knife I keep in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Edgeworth's knife, the murder weapon, usually in Edgeworth's toolbox. Traces of the victim's blood, no prints. Edgeworth? What? You sure you didn't do it? Thanks, Phoenix. Blank for a moment. Honestly, missed if you said 2 years or 20 years. I felt like I said 20 years, but I also blanked. I'm not paying attention to anything I say in these streams, so I rely on you guys to remember anything. Come on, can I take a joke? You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. Right, well. Let's chat about some stuff. Goodman. Say, Edgeworth, I was wondering about this. Mr. Wright! Huh? What? Are you sure you should be showing that to Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, he'll take it for sure, won't he? I wish I could be on the same side as Mr. Edgeworth, but then my sister would be found guilty. If she sighs any deeper, I'm gonna start getting depressed. Well, we can talk about this. So, basically, this says you were the best of the best last year, huh? You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why's that? I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. Oh, PD, police department, got it. Police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where Detective Gumshoe works, yeah. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. He doesn't seem too concerned about his award, for better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday. No, I'm going to ask him about the Kniffy. It's against my policy to discuss evidence with the defense, especially with you. He doesn't like you much, does he, Mr. Wright? Nah, with Edgeworth it's never personal. It's all about winning tomorrow. When we're at work, you know, we're separate. When we're at home, that's a different matter. Well, we can also have a look at these things. Now we can spin them around. Get on here. Previous winners, maybe? Enter. Hey, check it out! There's a metal plate here. Looks like the names of all the previous recipients are engraved on it. Wow, one guy's listed a bunch of times. Von Karma. I guess he must be a foreigner. Yeah, that's probably it. Well, wherever he's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor. I'd like to meet this Mr. Von Karma sometime. Oh, when she says that, his name does kind of have a ring to it. Does it? Maybe he tased you. Well, H and B. A really weird set of keys to be rotating things with. It's fine, don't worry about it. It's a Kniffy. Very specific points. Can I move it? Whoops. Yeah, WA and D do nothing. So that's strange. Yeah. The tasing reset his brain. Nobody noticed. This must be the victim's blood, right? Well, either that or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple. What's Edgeworth doing with a knife like this anyway? Hey, maybe he spends his weekends roughing it in the wild. Edgeworth? In the wild? I think my fruit peeling theory's more likely. Are you kidding? I always pictured him as an outdoorsman. That's a scary thought. Well, this was fun. Bye! Now, police department maybe? Can we go there? No? Conflab? No? Can you move the magnifying glass? Oh, I might be able to. That's probably easier, right? Whoops. Okay, I have to click, but if I do any kind of dragging, it doesn't work. So I have to click without moving the mouse, which is harder than it seems. There you go. Did you talk more to him? Oh yeah, she said we can do more talking, didn't she? Something was added to the chat box. The day of the crime, here we go. Could you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day? Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal. Wiping your hands of old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield. I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on precision, Mr. Wright. Yeah, you... No, I place little faith in my memory. I wonder why. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. Fair enough. Miles Edgeworth, 5'12". Which I think is 6 foot. Parking stop. Record of parking in the prosecutor's office lot entered at 5:12 p.m. This is the parking stub from the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15. So the murder happened right after you got back. What, Wright? I'd appreciate it if you'd direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. I'm gonna guess Gumshoe? Nope. Who the hell are you? Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm Edgeworth, what is it? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. You got a report, sir. Report? What, did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky? Oh, I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. Sky, sir? No, sir. Not the name of that kind, sir. No, not in this report, sir. Huh? I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow. Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, I just follow an order, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of the particulars of your arrangement with us, sir. Give me your name. Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins. Right, Officer Meekins. Take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month. But sir, I didn't know. Poor guy. Looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains and good luck. You can talk, Phoenix. Right. Yes, sir. This is caught me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as that patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. Seems to have finally calmed down, at least. Lovely. Hi. Bye. Police department entrance. It's this guy again. Mascot. Broken ear. Oh, jangle. February 22nd, police department entrance. Is that Columbo? Phew, we're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office? Beats me, that took almost 30 minutes by taxi. Traffic wasn't even that bad. 30 minutes. Might be important. The police department, eh? Have you ever been to criminal affairs next door? Hold on, what's that? Very slowly animated. It's getting that. Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that? It's lagging my computer. It is disturbing. Oh, wait, I know. This is the blue badger. Doesn't look like a badger. That chug, I know. Oh, okay, it's smoothed out now, we're fine. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Handprint. Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. I hope so. Still, he does seem familiar somehow. Forget the blue badger. Who's that next to it? Someone appears to be dancing with the blue badger. Uh-oh, he noticed me. He sure is running over here fast. Hey, pal, what you doing down here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What? Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. So people can hear us when we just chat out loud or think to ourselves. We'll examine. The usual wanted posters are hanging up on the bulletin board here. Do you know this face? If you do, dial 911. You know, Mr. Wright, I've always thought it was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looked like the people in these posters. They hardly even look human. She has a point. Did Gumshoe draw them himself? Wasn't this laggy on the Switch or DS? Yeah, it was weird chug for some reason. I was wondering about that. What? The Dancing Blue Badger? It's my masterpiece. You made it, okay. Bless him. Give him a hug. There it is again. You made this, Detective Gumshoe?
The chief threw together some designs and I just did my thing, pal.
Nice work.
It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances till the batteries die.
Poor Blue Badger, fated to dance till he drops. Blue Badger panel, a work of art designed by the chief of detectives and created by Detective Gumshoe. Look, I wouldn't know how to make that. I'm impressed. Make a bloody automaton out of cardboard, presumably. Can I examine the back of this thing? I should examine the back of this. You always find things on the back of pieces of paper. Nope, nothing. Nothing. We found nothing. Miles Edgeworth, 1712. This is dated the day of the crime. The murder took place 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked his car. If only he was held up at a couple of extra red lights, he wouldn't have been caught up in this whole affair. Perhaps. Just goes to show you never know what happened when you run a yellow light. So, it's theoretically possible that the murder happened in the police department, and then just the body was stored in the trunk of the car. Because that's a really short time to do a murder, right? We'll get to that, I suppose. Oh, I can't go to the back of this thing. It's not moving. No, boo. No fun. Why is it crying? It's crying. Poor thing. Oh well. Okay, examine. Polizzi. I always get excited when I come to a police station. Why is that? It just feels like I've jumped into a movie. Huh? You know, with all the police and criminals. Well, I don't know if this is all that exciting. Sure it is. Look at those two officers over there. They're probably talking about the latest bust. Funny, I thought they were talking about the weather. The banner here is announcing the crime-fighting campaign. Nice slogan. I wonder if they'll be selling fingerprint sets. I don't think it's that kind of campaign. What family wouldn't want a set at home? It's good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar. I think most families can figure out that without the extra help. Ah, dear. Don't cry, Badger friend. You were brought into this world by a nice man. Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted in black and white? No idea. Why? Well, I think they're designed after a panda. A panda. Not that I have scientific proof. It's just a theory. Do you mind me asking how you came up with that theory? It was when I was on a school trip. I sure saw a patrol car and it came to me. We had just been at the zoo, see? What about zebras? Or did they not have those at your zoo? See, the fun thing is, in Britain, there was a period of time when police cars were actually pandas. I can't remember. Is it Vauxhall Panda, I think, maybe? Anyway, Columbo. Look, that patrolman's saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. And I know I said, hey, you don't do that. Your soup will get cold, buddy. Oh, that was the Columbo guy. That's fine. That's hilarious. I laughed so hard I cried. I guess he wasn't saluting. He was wiping tears from his eyes. They make a good pair. Door. The detectives in there look pretty busy. Just imagine, right now, behind those doors, a police drama in action. Somehow the thought fails to excite me. I like Jaded Phoenix. Right. Let's have a chat, sir. The case.
I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You better not agree to defend the suspect in this case.
But why not?
Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor's confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him.
But what if she's not telling the truth?
Yeah, well, no. Come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her.
But what if the evidence was faked?
Hey, pal. Can I speak to you for a second?
Huh? Me?
Why is this little girl so peeved at me?
She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister.
Whoa! The chief prosecutor's little sister?
Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically.
Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked.
Huh?
It's a sensitive issue with us these days.
What's happened? What did you do? The investigation. So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe?
Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs.
Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time?
What do you mean this time?
Then what happened? I love you, Gumshoe. Gumshoe's great. I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all.
Oh, it's true. We never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people in the bill are being led into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. I can speak. It's fine, I got kicked out because I was slurring. They thought I was drunk. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all.
None of you? I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a bit odd?
So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the badger dance down pat.
Isn't there anything else you could be doing?
The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal.
Oh, God.
And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot.
Officer Marshall? Oh, now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy.
Patrolman in charge of the crime scene. It's unheard of, pal. Unheard of. I know my accent.
Alright, anything to show? Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this?
Huh? Hey, pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that, you have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that get me in so much trouble all the time. Accents, I don't know.
Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot.
Let me see. Bruce Goodman. Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake.
But didn't you work together with him in criminal affairs?
Whoa! Now I remember. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim.
That's what I thought. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? Bruce Goodman. So, this ID card belonged to the victim.
He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman.
Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it?
Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transferal for a case handed 2 years ago.
Look at this cheerful chap. Zero fail coded nonsense. Evidence transferal. Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot.
And Lana's confessing as much. Alright. Anything else to present? This.
Hey, that's it! That's the King of the Prosecutors award that Edgeworth got yesterday.
Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe?
Of course, pal! I got an award for diligence myself.
Ah, congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken?
Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later.
Apparently he's forgotten.
But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office.
Naysayers? Must be because of the rumors.
The rumors.
Murder weapon.
Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Wait, I didn't mean... I mean, sure, of course, someone else really did it. I mean, someone who must have had a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth.
The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened? That might have been me. We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. I still like the idea that Phoenix just has echolalia and is kind of compelled to speak like other people occasionally. It's not just me.
Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh?
I already did this.
I didn't mean, oh, I'm sorry, I said this all before, didn't I? Sorry.
Your thing.
As a detective, I have to keep my mouth shut on that one. I know better than to go blabbing about things I don't know about.
You made the thing. No, I wouldn't want you to do that either.
Good.
Right, well. We didn't get much. If anything. Anything we can chat to you about now? You're not here. Okay, well. That answers that question. Can I? No, I can't go to Marshall. Edge was not here. Anything I can present to you? Not really. Yeah, we can't go in. Hey, I'm an attorney. Detective, here's my attorney's badge.
You show this to me every time we meet, pal. Real men show their police badge, enough said.
I wish I had a badge. Even an ID card would be nice. Wait. Speaking of ID cards, I found a detective's card, didn't I? I did, and I showed it to him. What did he say? Bruce Goodman. Dropping card. Yeah, nothing new. So what do? If I go back here and chat to her, has she got anything new to talk about? This all seems pretty normal. Okay, she's not interested in any of that. I am missing something. What am I missing? Anything I can show to you? Would you be interested in this? Yeah, that's a generic thing. I didn't realize it would be long. Hang on, let's do that again. Could you take a look at this? You? Yes? You said you wanted some hot tea, right? No, but thanks. She didn't even look at me. You must have to brew the leaves a long time to get a rich flavor like this. We pre-infuse the leaves with steam before brewing. I knew it! So that's the secret to their aroma. Exquisite! The only thing I'm smelling here is wasted time. Fair enough. Hey, do you want a knife? No? Okay, don't want a knife. Yes. About this card. Lunchland vendors. Oh yes, we've already done this as well. Card's not cash. Hey, do you know anything about the Blue Badger? Nope. Not interested in that either. Anything else to examine? We can't go to the right because we'll get whipped by Mr. Cowboy. And that would be unfaithful to Edgeworth. Been silent, you're babysitting. No, you do the babysitting business. It is importante. And Edgeworth's not here. The work desk is quite tidy, as one might expect. Polished, yes. So this is all, I think, probably the same. Soft and comfy sofa. These are all short versions of things we've done before. Or versions where Edgeworth's not here, I suppose. Anything I've missed on the objects? Have a quick gander. Now that I know I can move this around if I'm very, very careful. Oh, arrow keys. The arrow keys move that, even though it doesn't say anywhere. Fine. Anything interesting here? No? Okay. This is very awkward. Nothing interesting about the broken bit? No. We looked at the names. Not interested in the plaque itself. We've examined the blood. Nothing. Also nothing. And then this friend here. Well. How am I stuck already? We've only just started. You don't know anything new? No. Sure there wasn't anything here. Oh, there's new dialogue. Whoops. I'm an idiot. Don't mind me. Edgeworth's troubles. He's at a tough spot again. Again? Yeah, that whole thing.
Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond.
But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent.
Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting.
But there's no evidence against him.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people will be suspicious.
I had no idea he was under the gun.
Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself.
But what?
But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing it for all of us. No, that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on this case, you know.
Thank you. Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is. What was his name? The guy in the parking lot?
Oh, that'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the chief of police.
Officer Marshall? Some kind of Wild West sheriff or something?
No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer from West LA.
For a moment then, I wasn't sure.
Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this, and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe.
You just scratch his name off or something. Received from Detective Gumshoe allows bearer to investigate the crime scene. Letter of introduction. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere.
Just act like you're supposed to be there and nobody will look at you twice, pal.
You might get fired for this, but, you know. What was that thing? Hey, look here! It looks like something's been crossed out! Maybe it was a letter or something to Detective Gumshoe. Let's see. Annual bonus, $20. I think a couple of zeros are missing. No, that sounds about right. At least in that detective's case. Maybe I should rethink my career as an investigator. Paul Gumshoe. Right. Let's try again. More investigations. Only this time, hopefully not getting told off by Cowboy Man. February 22nd, Prosecutor's Office underground parking lot. Looks like the investigation is still going. Have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. That's probably the cowboy, isn't it?
I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby.
Nope, it's you. I'm good with voices. Oh, still here. Hello. Oh yeah, because security guard, yeah. That's her boyfriend. Why the surprised looks, didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs, too. What happened to the security guard?
Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy. Doggy? Dodgy? Doggy that's lost its herd. Doggy. I'm gonna go with doggy.
Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. Have a chat. Victim. There's something I wanted to ask you.
I see another crime. Cold grave for men who've lost their dreams. And me, I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming of the desert's harsh judgment.
He's asleep. Well, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest? Marshall. There's something I wanted to ask you. Yeah, same thing. So we gotta show him the thing. Oh, they even have the do-yo-yo. Yeah, Ennio Morricone. Right. Would you mind reading this for me?
What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right in the spittoon.
It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate?
Gumshoe? That old cow dog? You holding a birthday party or something?
Huh?
Look, where it should say a letter of introduction, it says invitation.
Ah. I think you just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here?
No worries, this proves it's from Detective Gumshoe. Better than a blood test. Guess I better let you in then.
So if it wasn't misspelt or miswritten. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Oh, that's right, he's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a sec! Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher?
Well, folks, clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settler. Strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny.
Are you drunk? Note to self, police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I say I won't be needing this anymore. Detective Gumshoe's letter of invitation, crumpled and discarded. Crumpled. Right, well, now that you're awake, can we talk? Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim?
Good men always die young. Remember that, partner.
Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Skidman. He was the detective, right?
Well, aren't you a feisty doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me the tale.
I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Starr.
One stab to the chest, fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report.
Aha! Death due to loss of blood, one knife wound, died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. That is a long time. It's within the half hour it took to drive over here. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way?
Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prospector Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all.
Nothing in common?
They apparently worked together on a case a few years back.
So, there's no motive.
Goodman weren't particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why I didn't do much work with the chief prospector.
But my sister caught the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here, to this parking lot?
So it seems, like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon.
I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective.
You calling me out? They shoot you for that in Texas.
Huh?
I was one of them fancy-shoe detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth.
Oh, really? Now he tells me. But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene?
Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So
Why are you in charge?
no reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime.
That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least.
He's nothing but a sad old cow dog that can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, huh?
Edgeworth.
That cow dog's been kicked out of this cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just, you don't realize it yet.
Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation. Present. Well, hang on, let's have a look at this first. Name of the deceased, Bruce Goodman, 36, male. Date and time of death, February the 21st, between 4 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. Cause of death, a loss of blood from a chest wound. Assessment, wound was caused by a 4.5-inch knife. A single stab wound was found. Listening to his theme makes me want to re-listen to the music from the Dollars trilogy. Yes, Ennio Morricone! Classic. I guess we can talk about these things, maybe? Or are you going to get upset for me showing police this?
What's that? Some sort of police passport?
This is Detective Goodman's ID card. Strangely enough, we found it a good distance away from the crime scene.
Good distance in this rat hole. If you want distance, get yourself to Texas.
Texas?
There's a tiny little crime scene in a tiny little town with tiny little evidence. What difference does a few yards make, compadre?
Note to self, if you encounter suspicious evidence, think of Texas. There's no better way to study than to hang out with the pros. God. He can prosecute his trophy.
Nah, toy shield suits the boy well. What exactly could you shield with that? Toy knot, maybe?
Officer Marshall, don't you have anything good to say about Mr. Edgeworth? You don't like him, right? We get the point.
You know, when I was a detective, I got one of these.
Let me guess. Did it have a K for King of Detectives on it? Hey, they could use the same shield over and over. Note to self, the prosecutor's office and criminal affairs are surprisingly cheap.
You know it. They've gotten cheaper with every passing year, I tell you.
Can I check this again quickly? Does it say anything about... it's nothing again. Present.
All right, compadre, count of 3.
Huh?
You gotta do that if you're gonna draw evidence on someone. That's what we do in Texas.
Remind me never to visit Texas.
5:12 p.m. The prospector's bright red steed came in at a trot, real slow-like.
A trot?
My Madonna tells me the crime occurred 3 minutes later. So it seems the chief prospector was lying in wait. Maybe waiting for a prince to ride in on his bright red horse.
So what you mean is... yeah, Marshall, you're from West LA, according to Gumshoe. So what you mean is, the killer intended to use Edgeworth's car all along. The body was already in there. That's just your generic thing. Yeah, you gave that to me, so there's probably not anything you need to say about it. Right, cool. We're gonna slide on over. Bye. Here we go. Here's the floppy crime scene body thing. I think it's fun. Alright, what's this then? This looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Save. First save. Sure. Right. Let's check it out. Blink, blink, blink. Can't do this myself, but sure. Okay. What do we got? Little button. There's a strap. Let's look at the strap. Man, what a boring strap. What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know? Here, check out mine. It's a pink princess strap. These are hard to come by, you know? I see the series is as popular as ever with the kids. Okay. Press the button. Emma, it's fine. Ah, flip phones. This phone's still on the redial screen. Redial? Mr. Wright, most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press a blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, you never know with people from your generation. Whatever, let's check this phone out. Press the button, Miss Flip Phones. Now, to see who the owner of this phone last called. Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button. Beep. I'm doing a little dance. Anyway. Hey, that song! I know that! I love the idea that it took her that long to say that.
Hey, what's going on over here?
Beep. Ah! Oh, sorry.
Nice to you, partner. You pressed redial on that there phone, didn't you?
Well, yes. Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there.
Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prospector Sky.
What? It's my sister's?
She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody, right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds, according to this.
Who did she call?
No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now, one of those newfangled ring tunes.
Oh, that? Oh. I'm sorry, that was my phone.
What? Your phone?
Phoenix, please. Yeah, it was kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. Wrong number.
I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner.
Uh-oh. I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Property Atlanta Sky. Last call made at 5:18 on the day of the murder. Interesting. Anything else to check on this? Flip. Tapping is very pernickety. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay. Right. Well, let's examine a bit more. This rope, is it? Yep, they laid it in the outline of the victim's body. So wait, the victim victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. You've got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. That's incorrect. We know Maya. A block! This area is reserved for prosecutors. Defense attorneys are relegated to B block. I dream of the day when I'll be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. I've got, like, 7 other games to do. This appears to be the car where the body was found. It looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. The crime took place... No, American. The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Quite a luxury car. It just screams, I have money to burn. Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. Okay, so someone wanted to break into the back of his car. Oh, hello. What's this? Looks like a note of some sort. Look, something's written on it. 675 12 2. You're right. Let's see. Oh, 7S. Okay. 7S 12 2. There's a name printed on the paper above. Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his... Oh, maybe it fell out of his pocket when it was killed. Well, so? What does it mean, right? How am I supposed to know? Note to self, for deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. Goodman's note added to the court record. Let's have a closer look at it, see if there's anything on the back. We are not allowed to spin it. Good. B block is through there. That's where visitors park. I can see the Lunchland car from over there, far in the distance. Hey, you're right. I like the cute design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy-looking steak. Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy? Just don't think too deeply about it and you'll be fine. I was actually just thinking that myself. Well, Mr. So-and-so, mosey on into town. We found a couple of other things. Need to wet this phone. My sister's cell phone.
The last it was used, it was 5:18, right after Goodman was killed. Maybe she was canceling her date for the night.
Why did Lana make that call? A memo. He's not interested in it. Can we show it to Edgeworth? We'll be like, oh, I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know. Edgeworth's not here. Okie dokie. Anything else to talk about? Ah, Lana's gone. So, there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister.
That's correct, but there was a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences.
Officer Marshall!
Yeah, Bambina?
How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about?
Nah, I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's a-blowing through the prospector's office.
Dry wind or ill will? Someone's up to something here, but who? Everyone, office atmosphere.
Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now.
Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean?
He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you.
But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them.
If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you'll find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say.
One person? Who?
Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prospector Alana Sky.
What? My sister?
Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets. Some people load them with deals.
What? You're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials?
Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it.
Everyone knows that, it's not a secret. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright?
I guess we've got some clues.
We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. So, you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Great, I trust your judgment because it's been so good so far. Oh, by the way, Emma. Yeah? I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids. Huh. The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was, yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? Hi. I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. Cell phone. Reported Lana Sky. She made last call made to her sister Emma at 5:18 on the day of the murder. Cell phone updated in the court record. A detective is murdered, and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. Got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on there. Like you never do, Phoenix. To be continued! Next time. Because between Gumshoe and Fistful of Dollars, my throat needs a rest. We're gonna save! Nope, shush, nothing's happening. This isn't going on. You didn't see anything. We're not in the district court defendant lobby. Not at all. But yee. Thanks for coming. We have now done our opening investigation. Our illegal opening investigation. I was going to say until Gumshoe gave us the slip of paper, but I think he didn't fill that out correctly, so it's technically also still illegal. Also, there's something going on with that Mosey guy because he's being very aloof and he was a detective at one point and is no longer a detective. I still reckon the murder took place elsewhere and he was just stuffed in the trunk of the car. But if that was the case, there would be blood there, presumably, maybe? I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see. Oh, there probably is blood in the trunk of the car. We didn't look. If he was stabbed and left there, there almost certainly would be. This is fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine. But yes, I hope everybody had a nice time. Hope you enjoyed. Slightly early end, but again, gotta rest the throat. Gotta be careful, otherwise I won't be able to do it tomorrow. Speaking of which, I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow evening, we will continue with this and see where it's going, because it's probably going somewhere perfectly reasonable. And we won't have to talk in Old Bag's voice for half an hour. Hope you had a good time too. Hope you had a good time, and I hope babysitting went well for you, Kira. But yee. Hope it was grand. Yee. So yes, be back tomorrow with more of this, and then Thursday morning, draw in June. I could probably finish that off. Yee. So on and so forth. You know the drill by now, and if you don't, the drill is approximately written below the stream. I probably haven't updated the games and that we're playing, but the general idea should be there. But yes, smiley faces in chat. We'll see. Have a lovely one, everybody. I'll see you around. Enjoy yourselves. And yeah. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye.